No, I'm gonna do that. Do this.
This shit is good, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's duct tape. It goes with anything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to FlatOut KC. It's your boy Cold Peace with none other than my little cuz.
Better be
My boy E.
in the building.
Hey, we're gonna come out with a quick introduction of myself, my cuz, a quick introduction of what we got going on here. This is FlatOut KC, and as I said before, we're gonna bring you a unique perspective. We're gonna bring you a point of view that is not heard, a point of view that is smothered and hampered, but we're gonna bring it to you no matter what. And so one of the things that well, before we go into topics, we're gonna go into introduction. Cuz, go ahead and say a little bit about as we introduce you to the people, as we introduce you to the viewers. Go ahead and say a little bit about your background, and not to say that you got to put out some clout, but just to give them a little bit of who you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So first and foremost, my worldview is a little more unique than most. I look at the worldview through a lens of the Bible, believe it or not. And contrary to popular belief, the Bible isn't a white man's book. It isn't a European religion of some sort.
All right,
I try to get you to say. If you look at it, you do the research, look at the prophecies, look at history, look at the world in front of your eyes right now.
Yeah,
you can see that the Bible is actually speaking about our people, that so-called African American.
Mm-hmm.
The true Israelites of the Bible, the true Hebrews. And so I look at the lens through that. There's no hate in it. You get a lot of these Hebrew groups, these camps is what they call them. They preach a lot of hate. It's a lot of black
division.
People white people kiss my boots and all, blah, 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 blah. I ain't with none of that. None of that. So let's get that off on the rip. But
no doubt.
But what the truth is what the truth is. And once you are able to see it and see, what the Bible's talking about, who they talking about, what they saying is going to happen, you can see it in front of your eyes, and it makes all sense. It starts to answer all the questions you might have. It starts to put a lot of things in perspective, things that's going on. So that's as far as my outlook. As far as me, I was a lieutenant in the Army in the 82nd Airborne Division, the prestigious division of the 82nd Airborne, historical.
Go ahead, rep that.
I was a lieutenant in there. Did that for a little while, got out, done a number of different things since then. Currently in sales. It's just hard to find something else that you're truly passionate about that's like that, that's lives are on the line, people are dependent on you kind of deal. So it's hard to really find something that matches that. So I've been doing a little bouncing around, but I think where I'm at now might be it. Outside of that, as you can see on the shirt, Thai boxing low kick camp. And get with it, in Kansas
all
City.
Day. KC,
Coach,
slouches
Coach
around
Brian,
here.
Yeah, Coach Brian Carroll, a shout out. That's our head coach down there. So if you're looking to get in, getting some good work, learn some martial arts, whether you're looking to compete, defend yourself, just be confident and get in shape. What you do, that's a good place to do.
All day. Now, what's your tag again? What's your tag again, cuz? Because I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, Bitter B.
Bitter B is giving us a little bit about himself, and this has been an outstanding introduction. And just before we go ahead and put a little pause on your introduction, and then move into our topic, tell us a little bit, myself, the viewers, the listeners, what's your stance and what's prominent on your mind, on your heart, and some of the issues you want to attack this episode.
Oh boy, what's my stance, man? My stance is not a favorable stance for the masses, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what's Christ? Like I said, my view is through the lens of the Bible, and a lot of people they throw that out automatically when you say that.
That's right.
They look at this white Jesus, these churches that are on the corners and everything,
Absolutely.
taking money from people, and all these people having these fake Holy Ghost experiences in church, running around,
Worship centers and shit.
Yeah, asking for money and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sit down, read the Bible for yourself, look at what it say to you. I promise it's going to speak something different to you.
Totally.
But outside of that, so my stance is different, and that's to be expected. You know, this is not the world. This is not God. This is not a good world. This is an evil world. This world is ran by evil people, evil men, evil spirits. You know, and so you should expect only that. You know, to get out and expect anything different, you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. I see a lot of posts out here, man, where mothers is talking about crying because they're talking to their kids about the trials that the black man might face in America, and they can't believe that it's still going on, and it's just like. Where have you been living at where you think that why is this a
where's this rock?
Yeah.
Where's this rock that you've been under?
Right. Why is this
How
rock?
can I get under it myself?
This is a conversation
to be
that should
fantasy
have
world.
been this is not our place. This is not our country. This is not where we're supposed to be. And I'll just give a quick example for people that might not be well versed in the Bible. You should at least know this story. Again, I come from the mind frame of the African American, the so-called Negro is the Hebrew, the Israelite of the Bible that is speaking of. You can go and look at it, talk about the things that people would have to go through, if they denied, if they didn't follow, God's commands, and look at world history and see if that is, and see if that's happening. See if that's happening. See if that the only race, I guess you could say, if you want to use the word race.
Right, because that's what most people will identify with. They can understand that.
Right, the only race who is going through the type of history that we have, all over the world, you're hated, you're oppressed, you're down. But at the same time, there's something about you that people want to mimic as well. So at the same time, what is it that makes
you and hate you?
Yeah.
How could you do
why
that simultaneously?
Why are you physically better than me in this way? Why you got this charisma? Why you got this swag? Why you got all of that? Is that?
How can you make music like this?
Yeah.
How do you make these patterns? How do you make art like this?
Right.
100%.
Is it a coincidence? I think not.
I think not as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to FlatOut KC. It's your boy Bitter B, and of course, your main man, the host, Cold Peace, bringing it to you flat out every single chance I can. Just wanted to introduce the host of this evening's live. And be tuning in because we're going to bring it to you. All right.